welcome back to another video. Today we will be looking at Neca Jason Part 6. Jason Lives. What's up? Okay, so I'm just gonna get this open and then I'll be showing it. But first, he's got his little face and spear, machete, extra glove, knife, grave, and mask. So it is out of the box and it's looking pretty neat. It comes with an extra hand. I suppose it's for the knife and the machete. And these hands are for the spear, which can actually go together. This is the box, which you open it. You can actually see the inside, which you can take that out and you could like display it. There's also that picture, the cover. This is the side, other side, back. These are all the ways you can like pose them. And it says, as a child, Tommy Jarvis did what many others died trying to do. He killed Jason Voorhees, the mass murderer who terrorized the residents of Crystal Lake years later. Years later, tormented by the fear that maybe Jason isn't really dead, Tommy and a friend make a fateful trip to Jason's grave. So that's what the box reads. And figure itself is looking pretty nice. This is the mask. A bit rounder than normal masks, but that's actually a good thing because I think it looks pretty cool. This mask is more like squeezed against the face mask rather than others, which is kind of wider. It comes with a tombstone. And the back has a nice crack on it. They actually did art for the bottom for some reason. They didn't have to because it's not like you're gonna display it like this. You're gonna display it like this. So it's nice that Neca did that. The top is pretty nice too. And well, he's got ripped. The last, like the part 4 and part 5 one that I have, don't have these ripped stuff on the bottom because he's been like in the grave, so I wouldn't imagine that he's got ripped. He's got some blood on his shirt, and he's also got bullet holes, it looks like. If you actually look very closely, you can see the bullet holes in the blood. And he's got a new utility belt. He's like the new Batman. Yeah, I heard that they're making a new blood figure for this. But I like New Blood because it's basically the same, but it's got a better face in it. So there's Jason next to part 4, and 5 is not there at the moment, but I know where he is, but I'm gonna put him there later. I put his machete in his little pocket, and the same with his knife. And I added his tombstone to the mini tombstone collection that I have, including this tombstone that he comes with, the tombstone from A New Beginning, Dream Sequence, Pamela Voorhees tombstone from part 4, and I like mixed up some of the stuff together. Like he's got the hand with a knife in it. He's got the axe crack hand with the machete crack hand with the buzz saw or the bone saw in it, and he's got the meat cleaver in the axe hole. So that's pretty cool. And the background is, of course, from the Toonie Terrors set with Chucky and Tiffany, which I got. And there's Skull Trooper up there. Freddy up there. Also, I didn't even show you guys in a video. I got Neca Godzilla for my birthday, too. Or no, I showed him. And I showed that Godzilla over there. I did not show any of the Toonie Terrors, Jason, Chucky and Tiffany, Pennywise, other Pennywise, and Freddy yet. As well as I didn't show you Ultimate Stripe or Freddy vs. Jason. So those I need to do a showcase video on. But right now we're not looking at them, are we? I already unboxed them though, so it's not really an unboxing video, more of just a video. It's more of a review, I'd say. I also have the part 4 axe in the part 5 head sculpt, which is pretty funny that I did that because I could have used this axe, the bloody one, but that goes with the A New Beginning Dream Sequence Jason. This does not go in there. This is for him to hold because I lost the machete and the ice pick. Not like I'd ever use the ice pick, and I've got another machete, but you know, it's a little sad. But I have still a bloody axe for him to play with. I don't really like the machete anyway. I love the machete actually, but I didn't like how it doesn't have any blood. It was clean. I mean, this is clean too, but that I can get around because it comes with a freaking utility belt. And he's got his spear. It looks like a fence post. And his face. I'm gonna put him in a more light area. He doesn't need a stand. Part 4 doesn't really need a stand, but I just do it because part 4 is looking nice. I displayed him with the machete in his hand and the corkscrew because I love that corkscrew. I took the mask off just so I could put the machete in his hand though. So I think I'm gonna put it right there. I see Vegier's Infinity sign with the Infinity Gauntlet. Infinity Wars sign. It's like Ghostbusters right there. And also up there, Goosebumps and the Mummy and Fantastic Beasts. So yeah. Yeah, I didn't display this with it open because, I mean, it's a pretty plain background. It's a little blue. It's just blue. I put the buzzsaw in his mouth and the chainsaw there. And this I need to super glue. This right here because it broke off somehow. I just found it broken. But yeah. I really like that his knife and machete go like just well in there. It took me a while to get the fence post in his hands, but I got around that quickly. It's pretty easy to get around it. As you can see, the mask, let me get another mask to compare it with. This is the part 4 mask. A little wide, a little good. And then you look at the part 6 mask. I mean, there's a lot of differences. Let me name one. These, the little holes from the mask look a little bit wider, and they're black, of course. The eyes are actually solid black. They did a sculpt around that, as you can see. Right there, they kind of made it black. As for this, they made it see-through. And it's just a bit wider. I don't know if this would actually fit on. It kind of does, but it's mostly made for a head sculpt like this. And I personally love this mask. It goes on so quickly, like so just easily. And it's like so cool looking, especially because it's like shaded in, oh crap. Especially because it's like shaded in black. That's what I love about this mask. It is so freaking cool. And this mask is cool too. Don't get me wrong. And I love like basically all the Jason figures I get, but this is just so cool. But I heard there's making a new Blood figure, which is going to be like this. but he's gonna have his ribs and his spine showing. So oh man, it's gonna look so cool. He's got his blood on his pants, and I said bullet holes. I'm sorry, they're spear holes. Is used for holding the machete or the knife, and well, that's very nice that they came with that. And his grave, gotta kind of ruin his grave. I like how is that a worm or like a piece of grass, something? I don't know. But yeah, I just love this grave sculpt. Although it is a bit smaller than its other graves that's I've gotten, it's still pretty cool. It's small, but it's good. It's one of those it's one of those out there graves that you really want to pick up if you're making a grave collection. So yeah, I think this is a really cool figure. It's really cool. I think I mean, there's nothing really wrong with this figure at all. It's really good articulation. Well, probably like the best articulation out of all of them. And this seems like, when I hold it, it seems like it's less fragile than the other ones. Of course, you don't want to go around dropping it everywhere. But it just seems like it's made. It's just really, it's hard to describe, but also because the mask just pops on so easily, it just feels like I don't have to go through any trouble with this figure. It feels like it's never gonna break, it's always gonna stay in like perfect condition. And I'll try as hard as I can to make it like that. But I put his machete in his little belt, same with his knife. And that looks like, right there, it's like some darts in a pouch. It's like a belt. People, like, I've heard people say, I wish that the belt could come off. I don't, because that would just be a hassle trying to get it on and off, and it would just be so chaotic. Although, plus side of that would be that'd be easier to store. I feel like the only plus side with having the belt come off, it would be easier to put the machete in, because I had some trouble putting the machete in because it's just so hard to get in, and I didn't want to bend it either. This leg looks like it's got more of a deep cut. It's always this leg. Always this leg. The other leg's perfectly fine. But this is just the hassle leg. For every character. Doesn't matter which one you're talking about. This leg always shows up to be a little... it's a little annoying for me. Not in terms of standing up. This character stands up perfectly fine. But yeah. I don't want to show the articulation because I don't want to break it. And it's not like you're going to make Jason do the splits, because when has he ever done that in the movies? I haven't seen the movies, but I know that he probably doesn't do a split in this movie. I know that for a fact. He doesn't. So, yeah, this is a really good figure. I've been showing him with the mask on a lot. So there's his mask off. I've got to get a light over here. So, yeah, his face is really out there. I don't really adjust this. His face is out there. It's really nice. I need to get more of a light to it. There we go. Oh, jeez, it's still not good. I think this is a more lighted area. That's better. So, yeah, his face is really good. I see some blood splattered on the bone. His flesh is definitely decaying and green. Reminds me of Swamp Thing because of all the green and stuff. There's a lot of veins and stuff showing. He's more deformed than the last one. Gotta turn up this light. So yeah, I really love this figure, especially because of the utility belt, storing the knife and the machete. It's just less of a hassle for me. I don't have to keep the machete on the ground. I can display him with every single weapon that he comes with. The only problem is, speaking of weapons, he doesn't come with much. I can't even find his mask. Oh, there it is. He doesn't come with much. He comes with about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess 6 accessories if you count him and both the sides of the spear. But if you don't count both the sides of the spear or him, it's like 5 or 4. It's like 5. But I really like to display him with them. The mask off looks amazing. The mask on looks amazing. I don't even know how to display him. The mask is just, look at that. The best mask we've gotten. Best. Well, maybe, okay, that's a far stretch. Maybe. I like the Freddy vs. Jason mask, the bloody one. I'm actually going to compare that. I'm going to get all the masks, except for part 5. Because part 5 doesn't come with, the mask can't come off. And all I have is part 4. Let me just put the figure. I'm going to set him down right here. Just going to chill out a bit. Take his mask off. Chill the figure over here. Alright, so. This is Freddy vs. Jason. Oh, wait. I know this mask doesn't come off, but I just wanted to give it a shout out. This is one of the cleanest masks we've gotten. I know it doesn't come off, but I just like how it's like actually angry, like it's angry at you. It dropped in a, it's fine. This is why I don't take them off the shelves. I'm really careful with them, but this guy always slips out of my hand for some reason. That mask is just terrific. Also, I like the machete. How it actually shows that shine. Same with the Freddy. Freddy does the same. And Chucky, too. Well, Chucky doesn't have the shine, I don't think. Chucky and Tiffany, Tiffany doesn't even have a weapon. She's just a cigarette. In terms of detail, I gotta say, this is the best because I know it's pretty much simple, but it's got the crack and everything. But look on the back. You can actually see the lines where the machete, or where you can actually see like the lines that, like dash, 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 like lines where it comes in. I can just focus it. It's got more on the strap. They put a lot of detail on that on the strap. This one, less detail on the strap. This one, no detail at all. It's just jet black. Although it's not like you're going to be staring at the strap for like an hour. So it's fine. The mask is, this is such a clean mask. I like how they blacked out the eyes. It makes it look so more menacing. The chevrons are still gone. But the thing is, it doesn't really make sense because these chevrons are half gone. This chevron's completely repaired itself and gotten bigger, and the mask's gotten wider somehow. But I know this isn't a separate mask because it's got the axe crack right there. So what's with that? It's a little weird that they did that. It's got the cracks and everything on it. It's pretty well detailed, but I just love how the shape of it and the blacked out eyes just make it so much more menacing. I'll just put it back on the figure. Let me try to put some other masks on the figure. This is Freddy vs. Jason mask. Potentially, that would be a good mask. If you wanted to display them with different people's masks, that would be a good mask. Look, it's got the bloody. I think I'd actually, like, if I'm doing a stop motion film, I'd actually use, like, if you got hit in the face, I'd actually use this bloody mask because it fits perfectly. It's like it was made for it. Although this one was made for it. This one right here, it's tricky to get on. This one's, they use the same head sculpt, so it's actually extremely hard to get this on. Even part 4, which it came with, because this one's just so stiff, and I don't like it. I mean, I love the mask. Looks great, but trying to get it on is just a huge hassle. That's so weird. Look in it. It actually says V4. Like right there, near the eye, it says V4. But it's not like you're gonna do that. Display it like that. Or display it like this. It's not like you're gonna do that. But yeah, I can't even get this on part 6. I don't think it's not made for part 6, but this feels like it's actually made. I'm gonna get the other Freddy vs. Jason mask. Not the plain one, because that's gonna be too easy. I'm getting this one, the scratched one. So potentially, this looks so menacing. Like if you just put it on here. But you all know the best is this one. I'm gonna put the bloody one back on Freddy vs. Jason. And I'm gonna put the part 4 one with part 4 again. But yeah, his machete's nice. I totally forgot. Oh, this is gonna be such a hassle to do. But I'm gonna put the hand in and the machete. Wish me luck. There. Oh, crap. I want to do it super lightly, gently. And then, of course, it goes in this hand. So I'm going to take this hand off. Does it pop off easily? Ooh, it pops off pretty simply. Didn't do anything to it. So that's good. I hate having to get the hands on, though. It's so bad. Gotta wiggle it a lot. It's just, why did I even do this? I mean, I gotta show you everything, I guess. I gotta show you guys everything. But the figure, if I don't, then it won't live up to the expectations of all of you guys. Getting the Rambo knife out. Won't go on. Come on, are you choking me? Oh, come on. I don't want to break this figure. Why does Neca make it so hard to put the hands on? Whatever, it's not fully on. It's good enough. I'm going to take it off anyway. I'm going to display him with the spear in his hand. So it's fine. There. I'm not getting the machete out. That is going to be too hard for me. I will potentially do that in another video. I will show you it displayed with the machete in hand. But that's going to be too hard for right now. I'm not putting this hand sculpt back on for a while. See, and of course, trying to put this back on is harder than trying to put that on. I should have never taken it off. Oh, I got it. I had to like do that, pop it back on. But it's good now. It's good. That was such a hassle. Guys, if you want to display them in one way and don't change it up every once in, just don't change it up. Because if you change it up a lot, sooner or later, the hand will break. I mean, it might not, but you just don't want to risk it, guys. If you're getting this figure, if you're gonna, this is not really a, I mean, it's kind of like a playing figure, I guess, if you want to play with it, but it's not necessarily made for that. This is gonna be a long video. Boom. Amazing. There he is displayed. I used the Chucky and Tiffany backdrop, the graveyard, for all this. I used some spare pieces to do that. Pam Lavori's gravestone. I got all that. And then I did that. Gotta focus it a bit there. But yeah.